Hello again and welcome to the Tandes YouTube channel. Here I'm with my friend Reinhard, who I've known for about 30 years. I used to work in an aquarium shop when I was going through college. Reinhard would come in as a customer. We found out we pretty much have everything in common. So he owns a bakery and he makes some of the most wonderful bread, and he has beautiful aquariums. He loves gardening, loves hunting. He's really a kindred spirit. Today we're going to present his aquarium and how he's used Tandes equipment to make this possible, and thank you for joining us. So Reinhard, the first thing I noticed that's fascinating is you have a Moorish idol that I know you've had for a good while. I think at least a couple of years?
Yeah, it's been probably over 3 years by now. It's a beautiful fish. It was always one of my bucket list fish. It took quite a while. It is all about where you get the animals from. They're actually very easy to take care of once you have them established. So it's a beautiful fish. Yes, it's my favorite fish in that tank.
And I mean, you really have some incredible corals. Usually I see you have this grafted Monty, and you told me that you had kind of a crash and lost a lot of it, but I've never had one of those where it didn't turn all green or all pink. Eventually one loses, and you actually have pulled it off. That's pretty impressive.
It's on the way back. It was a beautiful coral at one point, and the little leftover that I have is on the way back, so I should have a nice specimen soon again. In 2008, and I had it in my garage. Always was fascinated with aquariums that were in the wall. In 2009, a tornado hit my house, and it took the roof off, and it was afterwards a lot of rain. It soaked the wall got replaced, and when we replaced the wall, I took the opportunity to put the tank in the wall, so we have that wall, and from here it's very easy to maintain from the back what is my garage. That makes it a lot easier.
And I see you've got a really classic old wave box running the tank.
The wave box is very, very easy to maintain. I got two of them. When this one gets grown over with algae, I just swap it with the other one, soak it in vinegar. Here we go. 6 months later, I swap them off again.
And you've got my favorite clownfish, the Blackfoot skunks.
You're the only one that likes them, and me. They're beautiful fish. I love them. They've been with me for long, long years. I used to breed them at one point, but like you said, a lot of people are not in favor of them, so I stopped breeding them.
You do that pretty well. I mean, I've seen you produce some huge clownfish batches, and then you're kind of like, where am I going to get rid of all these clownfish?
I used to have thousands of clownfish babies. I'm fortunate enough to have a few friends that own aquarium stores in town. I would sell them to the store owners, and that's how I got rid of my clownfish babies.
And why not anymore?
I got married.
Okay.
One thing I noticed is, you know, a long time ago, the Blue Ridge that's in my tank at the office, you gave it to me.
Yes.
You don't have a Blue Ridge anymore.
I don't know where they went over the years.
I'll get it back to you. But
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, you can't have a reef tank without Blue Ridge.
I have too many big fish in here. I need to get rid of some big fish. If I want to maintain coral growth, I need to get rid of some of the big fish. It's just beautiful to watch them. And on top of the tank is a little too small for these big fish.
Do you ever have the green star polyps become a nuisance? Do you constantly have to work on that?
No, I keep them pretty much. They are a nuisance if you don't keep them under control, yes. If you control them, I think they're beautiful in the wave. And so I keep them on the overflow. It looks pretty. I like them.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's beautiful wallpaper for the back of the tank. It's just one of those things that you always hear horror stories about how they take over tanks.
They will. They absolutely will if you don't keep them contained.
We should go on to discussing the equipment and see the tank from the other side.
One thing I would like to point out before we leave, what I'm really proud of, is my red anemone.
Yeah, he is gorgeous.
That red one has been with me for probably 6 years, and that green one is with me for more than 15 years now. I'm really proud of how old my fish are. A lot of my fish have been with me for long, long years. I have some clownfish that have been with me longer than 15 years.
Do you still have those McCullochs?
No, I sold them.
Oh, okay.
I sold them. Nobody wants the babies.
Oh, okay.
And to what fish you got the deepest connection to?
I would say my clownfish on the other side in the garage that we can look at later. But yeah, the Moorish idol is probably also one on top of the list. Really noticeable also is that little rock anemone. It's been with me for long years. Just the size itself is already a little impressive. I'm just waiting for it to split. Stable is really the key word in our hobby. Fluctuation is a no-no. That's a very important aspect in the aquarium hobby. The one with the white spots, what's the name of that one?
Oh, it's a gem tank.
Yes, it's a gem tank.
Shit, I didn't know it was a gem tank.
Yeah, it's a gem tank. It's just mean.
Okay.
Mean. But these guys down here, all four of them get along really well.
So Reinhard takes everything to the next level. Here we have his breeding facility and his filtration system, and a lot of it is his own design, his own practice. He was explaining to me earlier about how he maintains the calcium and alkalinity in these systems just by having a deep sand bed, and that he rotates through the sand bed every 4 years. He builds up a new one, and the old one gets broken down. And that's what maintains these clownfish systems. He's been doing it a really long time, and he really is a master of it. I mean, you can see the fish that just are aggressive and that he's moved into essentially solitary confinement. But these are fish that most of us would love to have. He's got a gem tang, a beautiful blonde naso, and a second Moorish idol. You're on a pretty high level when you can keep this stuff alive and it's living in your sump.
People that know me, everything he starts, he's into multiplying things. With plants, fish, longhorns, dogs, my birds outside. I just like to multiply things. And that's where the fish came into. And I started off with freshwater long years ago. I was breeding freshwater fish, mostly cichlids. Was pretty successful with that, but then I swapped into
that was
saltwater.
One of the first times I bred some discus in my little apartment when I was in college, and you were the guy that I gave them to you because I was like, I'd rather they just stay alive.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Somebody's got to put a lot of work to get them from silver, or they were like quarter size, 50-cent piece size, and you grew them out. So.
Yeah, I want to say something to what Roger said, you know, those beautiful fish being in confinement. I know a lot of people go like, oh my God, those poor fish, but they're on the way out. They're going to go to Roger in a nice big tank.
Reinhardt's using a 9430. He's used it for some time. He actually had the predecessor. You can see it up there on the shelf, the 9420. From what he told me, he rotates through them, that's still a working skimmer, but when he needs to clean the 9430, it comes out, the 9420 goes in. He's using one of the Mar reactors. It's a 3182. He's used it for a while. As he mentioned, with the fish load, everything he can do to keep the nutrients down is really useful. On our power heads, interestingly, he's mainly always used just the AC models, the 6085s, but he combines them with the wave box. It's worked really well for him. I mean, the pumps are quite old. He gets a long life out of the equipment. He has a 6105, and I'm going to take it back with me. There was something going on with the controller where it doesn't stay where it needs to be set. So we'll update that pump and get it back to him.
We also use the water level.
Yes, he has the osmolator as well.
All these pairs are out of my own production, out of all my breeding. I had about 3 years ago, I had an illness in here that wiped out my complete stock. I had to regrow my stock from my own offspring, and these are all from my own offspring, except this guy. This lady, I should say. She's the only fish that's not been born in this garage. Every other fish in here, every other clownfish is born in this garage. Yeah, that old lady is probably my favorite one. She's actually she's a wild caught, so that's the only wild caught clownfish in the system. She's been with me probably getting close to 20 years. This lady right there.
Wow.
There, unfortunately, I had to put him in this small tank because I left for Germany 3 weeks ago, and the day I left, one of my tanks got leaked, and I had to swap him, and I had to put him in that little tank. I always have a little spare tank for isolation purposes when I get new stuff. And so next week they're back into the system.
The bang guys, did you produce those as well?
No, but that's my new project.
Okay.
I got 7 of them. From what I heard, they're not getting along really well, but they're doing really well in that system. And the anemone I actually got from Roger.
Yeah, that's one of the divisions from Joe had one, and you've got one, and
It's a gorgeous anemone.
yeah.
I love that anemone. I built that tank just for that anemone. Yeah, it eats a shrimp every Sunday.
Okay.
Most of the time when people breed clownfish, they do not keep anemones. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Usually it's a very sterile setup.
Yes, so I'm trying to have, and not all of them have them, but I'm trying to put an anemone in each of the tanks so that the clownfish, like in nature, have a host anemone. It seems to work really well. The beginning I was surprised they were a little reluctant, but they're taking on really well. The anemones reproduce really well in the tank, so I have babies in all the other tanks, but they're very tiny. They will eventually grow into a nice colony.
I mean, it's actually a good idea because one thing I've noticed is that a lot of times when you buy captive bred clownfish and you try to pair them with an anemone, even if that's the anemone that they would naturally go to, they just are like, what's this? And sometimes they'll even go into it and you'll see that they're reacting like they're getting stung pretty bad.
Yes.
And now they've got they're accustomed to it and they
They
know.
have time.
Yeah.
They have time to get accustomed to it. And like I said, it seemed to be they were reluctant in the beginning, but now, especially at night, they literally sleep in the anemone. I think personally, they breed a lot faster too. This used to be my grow out system till about 2 years ago. I didn't have the space anymore. I got married and life goes that way. But eventually I'm going to put this back into the garage and start breeding again. The setup worked perfect. The babies, the little tiny ones, started here in these tanks. And as they matured, I put them in the grow out tanks. I had a big sump down here with a sulfate filter. It worked really, really well.
Getting ready to plant potatoes?
Yes, they need to sprout a little bit more. Well, actually they're going to go in tomorrow probably.
Okay.
You know, you're supposed to cut them. Not
Yeah.
supposed to, but you can't cut them to make more out of them.
Yeah, but I've always read that then you set them up to get more rot and that it's best to start with the little seed potatoes.
Hey, come with me. Hey, Bull. Come here. Come. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Well, he's an ornery little guy. You gotta be a little bit. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Oh wow, frisky and abroad.
So Reinhard, thank you for showing us your aquarium and all these years of being a friend, and you've really done beautiful work here. So
My pleasure. It was fun, and I appreciate that Tandes takes the time to make the video. Really happy about that. Especially my brother will be happy in Germany.
So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
See y'all.
See y'all. Yeah.